Doing nothing is great. I definitely miss out on doing nothing a lot. You hear this kind of stuff online all the time, like this advice. Scroll less, watch less, consume less, and create more, blah, blah, blah. But like sitting with your own thoughts, unadulterated, is necessary to keep yourself sane. Like, for example, let's say something bad happened a few hours ago. Like you failed a test or your boss at work gave you too much for you to handle and you got written up. Whatever the issue is at hand, if you go straight to doom scrolling after you get home and have some time for yourself, you aren't allowing yourself to process what just happened, what you think about it, how you're gonna handle it when you're in that situation again, and how you're gonna deal with going back to the place in which you screwed up. You didn't have that post-game conference with yourself that you needed. Like, it sounds funny, but after a bad week, if life keeps kicking my ass, I'll just have a pep talk for myself in front of the mirror. That's what doing nothing can do for you. It forces you to sit with you and get comfortable with you. And that's amazing, because you know what I realized? Like, if I would scroll for like even just a week straight without giving my brain a break, or like months on end, I would just scroll. I wouldn't have any moment where my brain was just silent. I would forget who I was. I would forget what I really thought about issues in my own life or how to handle them. I'd never sit with my unadulterated thoughts. I'd always drown them out with some sort of noise, someone speaking or singing, to forget about who I am. You're still processing information, and you're not able to think about your thoughts on each matter in regards to the info you're listening to. Do you guys remember those TikToks of those girls saying that they were gonna have these like deep philosophical discussions at like 8 years old at Lindsay's sleepover? Before I realized how ridiculous that was, my first impression was to feel bad about myself as a guy. I was down in the dumps about some stupid TikTok trend, all because I didn't stop to think about how ridiculous the media I was consuming was. I think people don't like their own thoughts because sometimes they're pretty negative. But once you do it more, you realize your thoughts aren't actually you. The voice in your head or the images that run through your mind, they aren't representative of who you are. It's the whole thing with you're not your own thoughts, right? And sometimes the quiet can be nice. I used to think that all of my thoughts would always be negative 24/7, but I remember being awake at 1 a.m. eating a blank piece of naan bread and just not doing anything, not scrolling, not watching anything or talking to anyone, just being in the room, enjoying being at home. And it was nice. And I'm not saying that I'm never doom scrolling or that I'm perfect. I get caught in the cycle as well. But every time I find myself in that cycle, I'm more miserable. So I wanted to impart this little tidbit on my channel, like as a personal journal, right? Or onto whoever watches this, to just do nothing sometimes. It's nice. All right. See ya when I see ya. My life's been crazy right now. I don't even know what the fuck's going on. I gotta go back east again because I gotta go to a funeral. I'm like, oh my god, bro. It's just been insane. I'll see you when I see ya.